What's up, guys? I like that.
Hey.
Are you outside, Jesse?
What's
See, Dino's
No,
outside. I'm outside. Are you outside, Jesse?
I'm inside right now. I can go outside.
Yeah, I'm definitely outside.
Yeah, I'm staying outside, man. It's a beautiful day here. We know you live in the beautiful part of the world, Dino. So it's always
Not
nice.
there.
I'm actually in I'm in Venice right now.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
They
I
let
came up here. Yeah, I came up here. I'm getting all my stuff out of this my old place.
You getting rid of
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
just got all of,
I'm going through the relics of my time here in Venice. It's a nostalgic experience. I don't know what you call it. It's like,
all your dumbbells and the workout on Muscle Beach and all that.
all that,
That's
yeah.
right.
I'm looking for gasoline and a match. I'm just gonna burn this thing down.
He's got to cancel his gym membership at Muscle Beach while he's there.
Well, I just got Chris's stuff back yesterday. He finally got everything from there. Yeah. So
Good.
I
He
love
his
him.
computer
He's my
and
son, but well, yeah, but there's 4 boxes of towels. Like, how many towels do you need at 21 years old and bed sheets? I'm like, dude, you know how much it cost me? We could have gone to Target. Like,
I'll tell you
these
one
millennials, these kids these days.
He
Go ahead.
he helped me
Sorry.
on moving cost. Yeah, he helped me on moving costs. When he was here for a little bit, it's like not much left. It's good. It's a good thing.
Hey, Dino, you're welcome. Where are you, Jesse? Where are you, Jesse?
I'm like just west of Panama City. It's
Okay.
Inlet Beach near Rosemary Beach.
Are you there riding with some pals?
Yep. This year doing some, just getting away, trying to stay busy, do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, nothing wrong with that, man. That's what we're all trying to do.
Man. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Might as well be on the beach, man.
Well, I keep up because, California, the state of California is in the news all the time. So I know what Dino's going through when they're opening. What's going on in Nashville and Tennessee? Is it very similar?
It's still shut down right now. But last week they just kind of did the phase 1 of opening stuff. But I don't know, man. It's still pretty.
What does that mean?
Touristy.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be suffering bad.
Yeah, there's some restaurants I think that they're opened up that it's they're only doing 25% capacity type thing, you know what I mean? And then
right,
I think some hairdressers are able to go back maybe or something. I can't remember, but it's still weird. I'll tell you that. It's still really weird. Everything's still shut down. Broadway's still a ghost town out there.
I will tell you on the side of things on this end, just having Lennon has been out and him and the boys of the neighborhood, they're out right now. They built trails. Literally a bike trail all the way from here. You know that lake, Jesse, Dino, that's at their house?
Mm-hmm.
They built a bike trail and they built ramp out of dirt. They're out there shoveling, doing old Georgia clay ramps, and it's just awesome. That's been kind of the cool thing. And that's kind of what I want to start.
Dude.
Just having this downtime. I'll start with you, Dino. Is there anything, if you ever thought you'd had time like this off, that you would do something and you didn't do it, what would that have been? What are you disappointed? I'll use that loosely, because you always go, man, if I just had a couple of months off, I would go play golf or I would read this many books, but I haven't done any of that. Is there anything like that you kind of haven't been able to take advantage of? A wish list? I know you got a little E there.
And to be really honest, my days have consisted of my 1-year-old, and you've been there, so you know.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you had time off, you probably would have said, I just want to spend time with my family.
That's been my treat. It's, my day consists of waiting around anywhere between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m. And Nikki's doing, she's been working, so I get to play daddy, whatever. I'm just handling a lot of the stuff that I'm not accustomed to doing. So
yeah, but I think, brother, in about well, next year or the years from now, and you're going to look back on this and you're going to find this to be a blessing because most people don't get that.
Yeah.
Especially
I've
that
already
moment,
found that.
you know, with them.
Found it.
Because she will become a teenage girl at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a few years before that, but yeah, she absolutely.
All right, Jesse, what about you, buddy? If somebody would tell you, Jesse, you get 2 months off, this is what I'm going to do. So you've had 2 months off. Have you done it?
Somewhat, a little bit actually. Like I showed you, I got real bored one day and took a hammer to my back deck and just gave that thing hell and rebuilt it. So that's
you put a hammer to your deck?
Oh man, that hammer just got it went to town on that thing.
You hammered that big old deck.
You hammered it. It looks great, man. It looks great.
Yeah,
and you did it all yourself with the help of your pal? Who helped you with that?
Me and my buddy Ron went out there, did most of it. A couple other guys came over and helped as well. But yeah, we just went to Lowe's and just got everything we needed and went to town, man. Bob the Builder over here.
How long did it take you to do it? From the first time you put the hammer on your deck, how long did it take? How long did it take to build it?
As far as days, I mean, obviously we didn't do everything like all at once, but it took us, let's see, it took us about 5 days total.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have to buy have all kind of tools or did you borrow?
Oh yeah, dude! You should have seen us out there with those we had to rent an auger to like dig post holes, like to dig the post holes and stuff like that. And that thing is not fun to operate, dude. It's like a big drill with like a corkscrew on the end of it, and you're just like holding it. It's like,
That was Ed's first job.
My first job was doing fences. I had that thing. And at that time, I was 14 years old, and I weighed about 90 pounds. And I didn't get a grip. Everywhere. That son of a bitch flew me over the damn yard.
I did not know that, dude.
You had to learn to get in there tight.
Yeah, you had a single man? Just a single man auger?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those things are, you break your damn arm on those things if you're not careful.
Slung my ass across the damn yard.
Jesse, what was your first job?
My first job? I worked in a print press, shrink wrapping like paper and stuff. Yeah. My aunt and uncle owned a print press, and I would like put the paper through where all like the cellophane stuff, and like run it through the heater, then blow dry it, and it'd suck down, pack it in the box, keep going, man.
God dang.
Like 100 sheet, 500 sheet stack.
I can't remember how many it was.
You got your
it was all kinds of different stuff.
Okay. Oh God! Can't wait to hear this.
All right, so I'll ask both of y'all. This is a good question. Goes to you first, Dean, because it's coming up on that season, and we can't miss it because it'll take part of my soul away from me. Why do you hate SEC football so much?
Why do I hate it so much? The quick answer is, I'll make it very simple for you guys. I'm a basketball fan.
All right.
That's true.
All right, and the question to you, Jesse, is why do you love the SEC football so much?
Like going to church, baby. It's like going to church.
It's like going.
I love it too much. Going to church every Saturday, man. Hell yes.
Man, do y'all think we're going to have? What do you think on sports? What do you think?
I don't see it, dude. I think it's a long ways down the road.
Really?
I don't see it happening.
I think there's going to be something that's going to start. It's already starting to happen. I saw today on the news that the South Korea, the women's golf tournament in South Korea was the first. They're starting to move things. We're going to get some good stuff happening.
Right, but I think that, with individual sports, I could see golf and tennis. I'm just wondering about, like, team sports. Like, I just saw the new rules with baseball, which kind of takes, they can't do any of their celebrations. They can't spit. They can't do autographs. They can't posts or pictures. That's the new rules.
Dude,
if they do come back.
Baseball will never hit play again if you can't spit. That doesn't happen anymore.
I know. I mean, are they going to be allowed to pat him on the ass as they round third base on a home run?
Not anymore, man.
Yeah, that should be fine.
It's a home run.
It's baseball. Fine. It's baseball. That's all the exciting stuff. Gone.
What if they do like when they celebrate and they dump the Gatorade or the water bottle on their head? They do that every time they get a hit just to clean them up. They're on first base.
Clean them off.
Water on their head. Yeah.
Pharrell.
He's clean. Around the base. Yeah.
They still suck, and they're going to slide right off into left field.
Yeah, they will. They won't stop sliding. They'll just keep on going, man.
Oh man. So, what has anybody read a book? That's one of the things that I thought I would do during this downtime. I love to read. I haven't read a book until I just got one. Our friend gave me this. Ego is the Enemy. It's kind of cool, Dino. Jesse, Dina, you would like this.
What are you saying, Ed?
I was about to say that's the perfect book for a rock and roll band.
I know.
Dude, it absolutely is. It really is. Perfect. Who wrote that?
No, Carrie's. Who wrote it? Ryan Holiday. He's done a bunch of them, but this is the one that Carrie's friend sent me from the other day.
Okay.
Is there any, again, have you read a book, Dean? Have you read anything?
I have not. I've read parts of books, but my attention span is not very long right now.
I got you.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeff? I know what the answer is. Jesse, have you read a book lately?
Hell no. That is no. Mm-mm.
So
Ego
this is
what's the name of that book again? Is Ego is the Enemy or Ego?
Ego is the Enemy, and Crawford. Crawford sent it to me.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
So,
okay, yep.
So far, so good. No, it's a good for business. We all know ego is the enemy at anything, and because we were talking about what I thought made this band and how we sustained for so long. Because of course we have egos, but we don't let it interfere. Ego is, it's not to disrupt the final outcome.
We have our absolutely. We have our motivators.
I can't even remember.
They can't be.
Are you keeping up with the stocks, Dan?
Yeah, I'm watching. It's a tricky time.
You watch? It is. What about you, Jesse? I know
I
like to use that word.
Stock tip for us?
Yeah, no.
Jesse, you got one for us?
No, I've been watching it too, man. But it's stock tip patience, which I don't have very often.
Yeah, I think the stock tip is take Dramamine. It's bumpy.
And wake up in August. See what's
exactly. Fall asleep, wake up in August. Hope for the best.
So,
Overstock's done good for us.
Yeah.
Has done well for us, I should say.
Yeah. It'll all rebound. We're America. That's how we do it. It's not the first time something was the first time with I guess in our lifetime with our lifespan with a pandemic. I've never
right.
But it's happened before in this country, and we come back strong. So I believe America. I believe we'll be fine. Everybody's got to be patient. I believe be safe, healthy.
I agree with you, Ed. And I think the other thing is for us all to have perspective and not a short-term range on it. We got to keep our
100%.
Keep perspective in a full range of what's going on, and it's going to work out.
Right. So I know both of y'all write songs. Both of y'all, Jesse, I know you write all the time when you're home in Nashville. Dean, I know you have Magnets and Ghosts and continuously write. So I'm going to ask this question. I think it's a fun question to ask. I'll start with you, Jesse. When you sit down to write, what's the first chord you hit?
Oh, the first chord?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I'm using an E guy, man. Right there.
You're an E guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Dina, what's the first chord when you sit down and you go?
It's going to be two. It's going to be, and don't turn this into some sort of SEC thing, but it's going to be a G or an A.
Don't you do it.
I love writing in the key of A.
That's a good one.
All right, let me get to real quick. We have some fans that wanted to ask some questions, so and we got some good ones this week. I like this one because no one's ever been asked any. I don't think any of us, because I've been in most of the interviews. So this is from Ian R. We'll start with you, Dino. Favorite guitar?
Favorite guitar? I have my Les Paul, Gibson Les Paul, that has been my workhorse for. Had it for over 20 years now, so that's my favorite literal guitar. And then I have another Gretsch Country Gentleman that I've been using on and off for years. I actually have it back at home. So those are my two favorites. One's for the road and one's for home.
Right. Let me follow up on that, Dean. Does one give you a different vibe when you pick it up to what you're going to write? Does that make sense?
100%.
Like
100%. Yeah.
One gives you like a softer vibe or a harder edge or anything like that?
Well, I've written. Okay, so to put it the question like that, I've written most of the songs that I've written have been on my Gibson Hummingbird acoustic guitar.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, Jeff. Here, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Favorite guitar?
It's easy for me.
Say all of Ed's. I'm going to punch you in the mouth.
No, my Les Paul, my black Les Paul that I've had forever. I mean, that thing, when I was supposed to, some people know the story, some people don't. When I was in 8th grade, I saved up half the money to go buy the Epiphone version. And then when I got to the store with my dad, he was like, "Are you serious about wanting to play guitar?" I was like, "Yeah, this is what I want to do." And so he bought me the Gibson version, which was way more like expensive and stuff. And that's still that same guitar that I play every night ever since I was. Yeah, you couldn't give me $1 million for that guitar. Like, you know what I mean? There's so much I can tell you every ding and every nick and that's on that damn thing. Everybody's like, man, that thing, wait, they're like, what year is that, man? That thing's vintage. I was like, no, it's not. It's 96. I've just been chewing on it for 20 years.
You've never said a truer statement, Jesse.
I know you don't have.
You never said a truer statement, Jesse.
What is that?
That's true.
I couldn't give you $1 million for that guitar.
No chance.
But I think it's fun. People don't understand that sometimes. I know you don't have children yet, Jesse, but you will. But have something like that as an heirloom to pass down to your children is really, it's one of the things. And for your pops to have bought that for you, it's kind of we talked about this as, Dean and I's parents are very similar. They were very, if you want to do this, they made us prove it. And when we proved it, they were all in just like we were all in.
Right. 100%.
I love that story. I think it's a great story, and it's a compliment to your mom and dad, where how you were raised and what kind of great parents they've been. As Dean and I, and Will and Johnny, Carly.
Absolutely.
All right, this is from Destiny. I think we kind of talked about this already, but what have you been doing during this craziness? Oh, and here's a good one. We already talked about that, but she asked, I guess, have you developed any interest or hobbies during this time? Dean, you go first.
I'll go first. I've accelerated my time alone. I don't know if that's a hobby or not, but because I don't have a whole lot of time to myself.
Are you in Venice by yourself right now, or did the family come up?
Clower's inside.
What's that?
Lee's inside, so not really.
Nah. What's he gonna do? Where's he gonna go?
Mark and Lee is.
All right. What about you, Jesse? Have you developed any interest or hobbies?
I've been, and actually this is weird to say because I never thought I'd say this, but I've been enjoying cooking, and that's never been my thing at all, but I've just been kind of enjoying doing that while I'm at home, like actually watching too much Gordon Ramsay shows and like actually trying to cook stuff. It's not been going great. It's not been going great.
and we need to talk. I want to talk about that too, Jesse, because Dino hasn't seen you since Chris, our dear friend in Orlando, got Jesse. You know, he's kind of got you on fire with nutrition and working out, dude. Jesse looks great, man. And are you still doing it, buddy? You still on it?
Yeah, man. I don't know if I consider that a hobby yet or not. I guess it kind of is now, but like that's another thing that I've been really focusing on is like.
But the cooking,
that's still a chore.
Yeah, the cooking is a huge part of the thing.
Yeah, but that's what Chris brought into it. If that's what I was getting at, he was like, "All right, watch your diet and watch what you're eating," and that's part of working.
Yeah.
You can run, as we all have seen, Fat Ed days. You can run 6 miles a day and still look like Fat Ed. It's how you eat.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's so important. It's
all right,
everything.
Destiny's got a lot of questions, obviously. What TV shows or movies are you currently watching? And I think Dean fell off the pier.
Just dropped my phone.
Dean fell off the pier.
I thought you were better at day drinking than this, Dino.
Oh man.
I wish I wasn't day drinking.
I was about to say, speaking of, but
yeah, no kidding. What was
what TV shows or movies would you recommend right now?
I mean, I've been this might be obvious, but I've been really enjoying the Michael Jordan docuseries.
Man, I haven't seen that yet. I hear that.
It's inspiring. It's kind of that one's definitely helps.
That's number one. What about you, Jesse Triplett?
Man, I got to be honest with you. I mean, there's a few that I've watched, but like I haven't been watching a whole lot of TV, like at all. I know that sounds. You would think that would be, but I just really haven't. I haven't been watching TV much. I mean, I finished Ozark like 3 weeks ago, which was amazing, you know. But like since then, I haven't really watched anything.
So people are comparing that to Breaking Bad. Is that a fair assumption?
No, it's really good, but
it's really good. It's not that good.
No.
All right.
You know how I like Breaking Bad too.
I mean, I haven't watched anything either. We kind of actually started that when we were in Florida when we got stuck there for 3 weeks, Jesse.
Yeah, man. We didn't turn the TV
on. We didn't turn it on at all because it's just a bunch of talking heads, and you know, we decided just let it be what it be, and we watched Dave Chappelle once in a while.
I mean, I definitely had to watch Tiger King with all that stuff that was everybody was talking about. That show was absolutely ridiculous. I'm serious, man. Have y'all seen that?
I saw it. It's ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
Remember, we were watching it the first night in Florida, Jesse, and I fell asleep. I think I went to bed.
Yeah.
It reminded me of some of my neighbors growing up. All right, we got one more, guys. This is from Leah C. I like this one. What would your dream job be if you were not in the music industry?
Ooh. Man, that's a good one.
No. Jesse, you go first.
That is tough.
It is a little tough. Maybe like I always love all like the crime shows and stuff like that. Maybe like a detective or something would be kind of cool.
Ooh. Look at you going undercover.
Yeah, man. Let's go solve some shit.
Special victims unit over there.
PI, I like that.
That's right.
Magnum PI.
Triplett PI over there.
Well, I know, right? Either that or a bartender on some tiny little island, sleep in a tent, just go back to the basics, drinking and that's it.
Then do some tunes tonight.
Exactly. Sit on the playing guitar. Yeah, that may still happen.
That'd be fun. How much work is it to be like a captain on a boat, like a yacht?
A lot.
Yeah, that's why.
I got a phone with Don Akins, and he's looking at doing it. I mean, it's like being a pilot of an airplane. I mean, it's serious. They don't mess around with that. It's not letting Captain Ed get in a pontoon boat and take you across the lake
to the tiki hut. Yeah. What was that night?
You know what would be your dream job, buddy, if you didn't have the rock and roll?
Right, like because it's difficult. I didn't really have a plan B. It was always some music in some form. I'd still want to be in creative design world somehow. I don't know if it'd be fashion necessarily or architecture or something like that. Has always seemed fun. Like you're building something and there's a finished product and you could.
So it'd still be in the creative field.
I think so. Yeah, because all the other stuff, like it sounds like it would be fun to be a captain of a ship, and like you're just saying, like, nah, that's a lot of work, and you know me too well. Like, I would fail at that miserably.
Well, I think both answers were spot on, because I look at you, Dino. You're very visual, and we rely on you a lot for the visuals for the Collective Soul. And Jesse, you're always sneaking up on Johnny and poking around. So kind of
Watch your back.
Self-defines what y'all are.
Thanks for breaking that down, Ed. I'm learning so much about myself right now.
Ed Freud over there.
I should have been a therapist. I don't know.
Ed Freud. He's got us.
That'll be $275 and cash only. Yes, I've been a therapist. I know how much they cost. All right, boys. Thank y'all so much for doing this. And I know our fans and friends will love this. And I think everything went pretty smooth. Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Miss you guys too.
I just, this is tough, for everybody,
Yeah.
But, we spent half a year together, it's like, when does camp start again, as I like to say. I'm going crazy.
I know, right? I haven't gone this long without playing a show since I've started playing music almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Really crazy.
Take the longest we've
probably
been.
the same, Ed.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So,
I miss it.
Well,
I actually had
it looks like the earliest is late September, early October right now. But once again, you got to do what's right. You got to do what's healthy, respectful, and we just go from there. And like you said, Dean, earlier, we got to go and we don't need to be too quick on this. And the music will be there next year. It'll be there the year after. We will anyway, because we got the music and we're willing to do it. But we want to be healthy, happy, and strategic and respectful.
Yeah. Let me tell you how much we miss each other. You guys will get this. I got a phone call from Will Turpin 2 days ago.
Oh my gosh!
Phone call.
A phone call?
Yeah.
Wow, this is getting bad.
Well, he sent me.
It's tough, man.
He sent me a song last week or this week. I haven't had a chance to listen just because, he's hurting.
He's missing us. He's missing us.
The lone eagle is reaching out. This is weird.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, boys. Well, thank y'all for doing this. Miss y'all. Love y'all. Yeah. And we too shall see each other.
Man. Love you guys.
Bye.
See ya.